לדוניה פו da alam tani mush maruf man hashish fin nekuf within neshuv el alam. Hey guys, how's it going? It is I, the real Randy Chavez. That was A Whole New World in Arabic because getting that Arab money. All right, this is going to be a video. It's a Earth 2 update video. Everyone, if you're new, welcome. If you're not, welcome back. I love you guys, my bays. Everyone say hello to Dashi. Hello, Dashi. So we do have a lot to go over. I am going to invest in salt mines because the salt was real yesterday. We have right now a bunch of things to go over. I will get to everyone's gripes. Some that are very well founded. Some things that are just 100% not fair, and I think the devs can do a couple things to fix them. Right now, I'm just going to get into updates from the developer's mouth, just to keep you guys posted in case you don't have Discord or Twitter or Facebook, whatever. So, Dear Earth 2 users, this is from Shane. This is from 7:23 p.m. Eastern Standard Time last night. It said, we'll be launching a full investigation into what happened today, and we'll report back to the community over the coming days. There are a couple things here. One, if there were any bots that bought land, I stand by what I said. That land will be removed and added back for purchase. If you are not a bot and you bought the land, please make yourself known to us in the community. So that may mean a lot of land is reset. If that is the case, be concerned if you did use a bot. Number 2, we will investigate exactly what has gone wrong here. Number 3, we will relaunch Dubai with new rules and another country with new rules. Not sure what they will be just yet. When he said we will relaunch Dubai, that was after it started at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. 550,000 tiles were bought just in Dubai in 30 seconds before the service crashed. They started again at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I believe. No, they started again after that. I don't know how long it was after that. I didn't get them, but at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, that's when the third run around. That's when I got my tiles. Was not in Dubai. I did not get any Dubai. So I guess I should have started off with this. Is that people saying like, oh, they gave all the YouTuber stuff. I saw it everywhere. What you're seeing were ads. They had said that on my video yesterday, yesterday, they said that the ads were a gift to the YouTubers and the people that were creating content about Earth 2 because the developers have not paid anyone. They did not pay me. They did not pay Aria Realty, Guidebook Gaming, Nameless Tech Ops, British Guy Dork Slayer. They do not pay any of us. So as far as that goes, we've not received any financial compensation. We haven't received tiles. We haven't received any of that. Just as a thank you to us, that's what they did. They put our names, our links in the advertisements, only doing that for a short time up until phase 2. And that's it. Then we have to pay like everyone else. So when you see all these tiles being bought and then you see the real Randy Chavez there in an ad, that's not me that bought all those tiles. That is not me. That is not anyone else. Not Earth 2 Mastery. Earth 2 Meta is not any of those guys. That is specifically just the ads that they're doing for us. I did get a 750 tile plot in Ras Al Khaimah, one of the places. So I got that. That was class 1. I got that on the third attempt. So it wasn't at 10 cents. It was at like 20 something cents. Then I did get a couple of class 2 tiles. One, I forget where it was. It wasn't Dubai. And then the other one I got class 2, which was in Ras Al Khaimah as well, right next to that. There are some people, this was just potluck. Some people that got the 550,000 tiles in Dubai legitimately, they were lucky. Some people are lucky, some people are not. Normally I am very lucky, and again, I was able to get class 1 in Ras Al Khaimah. I can't pronounce it. But either way, I did get that. I was lucky there. But yeah, Dubai couldn't get. Maybe I could buy some off Dubai. But that's pretty much what it boils down to, is luck. There were bots. So yes, there were bots, and up until like the countdown, they were wiping out everyone that had bought Dubai previously. They've said before why they didn't want to open Dubai as of yet was because they were worried about bots. But those accounts are being flagged. Those accounts are probably being frozen. Do not use bots unless you want your account frozen. Then by all means use it. So continue with this. He says, we will also look to release another country yet to be named. Many people are thinking Saudi Arabia, which Saudi Arabia is another big country. It'll be just like Dubai. I hope they do like Afghanistan first, somewhere that's nobody really wants, but they'll go just to get it. We will try to track accounts that missed out today for next time around. This will not apply to new accounts registered from this time forward. Basically, if you had an account and you missed out, they'll try to compensate you. It says, I will come up with a rule, maybe a fixed price that will appease those who hang in there for us. So that's what a lot of people have said up to this. My main concern with them, I was telling them, like, listen, guys, if you think literally only 300,000 people, if you double it, 600,000 people are going to be in this, for phase 2, server's got a lot of work cut out for them. You have a bunch of transactions here. I told them, like, if 10% of, Logan Paul's followers, which is, about 250,000, that comes, yeah, maybe. But if you have 1 million people come in, servers aren't going to handle it. Other people said, no, you should only have people kind of like a round, like if you're playing violin. We start, then you start, then you start. You get, let's say 10,000 people here, then kind of like Comic-Con in the queue. All right, you're in the next 10,000. Then you could buy after you're done. Now, that's not fair for people who get in at the end, but at this point, life is not fair. Literally, like, some people are in this world boiling leaves into paste and eating those leaves. So you need to have perspective on this. Again, if you make over $30,000 a year, you're in the 1% in the world. The 1% in the world. And again, I think we really all need a lot of perspective. Where girlfriend's mad at me because they're like, oh yeah, date night. Like, listen, babe, I promise from like 4:59 to like 5:30, I'm going to buy these tiles. I'm going to get on a live stream with Guidebook Gaming. I'm going to tell them about it, and that's it. And boy, was she mad when I was doing this to, like, answering everyone's questions. I got minimum 500 messages and, stuff from yesterday. That's not, comments and everything. And that's just from last night, just from this. But at the end of the day, it's like, okay, well, I am privileged enough to be in a position where I can afford to buy some of these tiles. Half the world doesn't have internet. So again, I just want to bring that perspective back a little bit, because even though, a lot of people claim victim, but widen that circle, you're not the victim, you're an oppressor because you're able to have a phone, you have internet, you have all this stuff. A lot of people in first world countries. That being said, yes, there were a lot of things that probably could have done better, like quintupling, like at least 5xing the amount of servers that they have. So devs, if you're listening, 5 to 10 times the amount of servers that you have right now, however you need to do them. Use some of those funds that are in there for that. If you want to do a round of funding, if you need anything, let me know. Again, there are people out here. There is one person predict that past $300,000 invested into this game. I'm not going to do that right away. I'm not saying I won't get there eventually. I'll probably hit the 6-figure mark some point next year that I put into this. Right now, it's like 9-10 grand that I put in. That's, some people are going ham, going balls to the wall. But developers, if you need, let me know. Need a round of funding, which I don't think they do. But anyway, moving forward. Number 4, we've been working on something in the background, yet to be announced, that will reward those users who have supported us and hold e-dollars and properties on the platform. This is such a big one. That will reward those users who have supported us and hold e-dollars. Now, if you're holding e-dollars, again, one e-dollar is $1 US right now, and what's happening is, what I think, again, this is just speculation here, is that what they're going to do, because they can, having the agreement that they can change our dollars to anything else at any given point in time. So if you have $10 in there, and they say, we're going to give you guys, everyone that has dollars in there, we're going to exchange your dollars for a currency, an in-game currency, that's crypto, that's whatever it is, and it starts at 10 cents a coin. Okay, well, if you have $10 as 10 cents a coin, that means it's 10 coins for $1, you have 100 coins. Now, if you have $1,000 in there, that is 10,000 coins. You see how this is going. I'd imagine that as soon as they announce that, you're going to have the ability to take your money out if you don't want to do that. But me, once they announce that, I'm putting a hell of a lot more money in, just based off what has happened recently with my neighbor Alice. And that is a game. They use a currency called Alice. Started at 10 cents a coin, then 12.5 cents a coin, went up to $22 a coin. So that's why when they say that, that's what I think they're going to do. Have supported us and hold e-dollars. They're going to make an offering saying, you keep your money in there, we're going to exchange that for our in-game currency. And that, again, for me, not financial advice, I'm not a financial advisor, I want to put as much money as I can in there because that's going to go to the moon. What I think. Again, we were not going to announce this until a few weeks' time, but I feel it's important to mention it now. So again, even though they weren't planning to announce it for a few weeks, so it probably won't be until phase 2 is well underway. He says, I understand people are disappointed. It was never going to be possible to please everyone. However, I know that my whole team strives to be fair people, and if we can improve something, we will. Please do not take this out on my team members. Feel free to direct any frustration my way, and I will wear it. So, yeah, Shane, I don't know if I do that. There's a lot of angry people out here, a little salty about this. He says, we'll get to work on this and figure out what went wrong and hopefully come back with a solution. Some things are not adding up. I will find out why. I'm sorry to those who missed out and feel their time was wasted. We have many future opportunities on Earth 2 that will not be so time-dependent in the long term. We genuinely thought we were doing a good thing with releasing UAE this way, but obviously we can do better. My sincere apologies, Shane. Now, there's another couple of parts here that I'll read, but yeah, a lot of people said, like, many complaints saying, like, I've waited for this for 2 months, I get there, and it's a complete poop show. It is a complete crapshoot, and they are just handled everything wrong. And to the haters' credit, there's some merit to that. It's like, you knew this was going to be big. You could have gotten some more, could have gotten a lot more servers, or at least maybe hire people before you did it. But again, they're not going to please everyone. What they did, they thought was the best decision moving forward, and they are heckin' human. People make mistakes, and they thought they were doing what was the right choice, and for all that we know, it may very well have been. It could have been even worse had they done, something like this, saying like, okay, we're doing it in blocks of 10,000 people or 20,000 people, whatever it is. People that draw the short end of the stick, like going Comic-Con. Yeah, we're going like this. Comic-Con, you're going to get in and you're going to be in a queue. And once you're in that queue, you just have to wait for people to finish buying, for people to do their stuff, and maybe put a limit on that, like Comic-Con does. I've never gotten tickets to Comic-Con that way. I've always had to have friends do it, or I have to buy from a scalper and pay like 4x what happens. Now, I guarantee you, if they were to do that type of thing, which again I think is fair, doing the Comic-Con way, there's going to be people that say like, oh well, you know what, Aria Realty and Nameless and Tech Ops, they got stuff, but I didn't. They're putting favoritism, and they were saying that about me again, just because they said like, oh, Randy Chavez got stuff, but that was before I even got anything. When they had first come out saying like, saw Randy Chavez's name everywhere, of course they give him tiles. Again, that was not me. That's just my name on the advertising. But I guarantee you they say that with this. So there's no way to please 100% of everyone. This is what they thought was the best idea. Was it right or wrong? I have no idea. We can't go back in time and test it another way. But what they're probably going to do with the release of another country is probably going to be that way, that Comic-Con type of way. Again, just hypothesizing here. It says, P.S. Those who bought land and are not bots, please message in general chat, not to me directly, so the community can understand that many legitimate buyers did buy land. I'm now receiving endless messages of people telling me they are not bots. So let me go. Yeah, 550,000 tiles were sold in 30 seconds to a minute before the servers crashed. That's just an earlier update from him for that, which is absolute bananas. And this is why I'm still bullish. There's another thing that he did message late last night, and I'll get to that in a sec, but I'm still bullish on this because so many people bought into this. So many people are just like, yes, let's go, getting ready to spend money, not even including the guy that spent $300,000 since he started, which is bananas. But again, that's bananas to me, because could I do that if I liquidated everything? Sure. Would I do that? No. Because the general rule is you're not really supposed to put more than 5% into any one investment, because you don't want to get hecked. But that, again, when you have people that are billionaires, yeah, they'll throw in $1 million like it's nothing. So that type of thing can happen. And this is just the first of many of these guys that are going to put in a quarter, $0.3 million. That will happen more and more. You will see that every single month as this goes on, guaranteed. Having said that, I'm still bullish because so many people wanted to buy in. If I had gotten everything I wanted, if I was, oh yeah, I'm getting all this land, nobody's buying, a light bulb in my head would go off and say, like, wait a minute, why is no one buying? Did we peak and now we're just on the downhill? Is it over before it even started? That's when I would worry a little bit. Again, obviously, we can't do anything right now but buy and sell. Some people are just like, oh yeah, they're just going to need another round of funding to continue the scam. But I'm very bullish because this happened. Because that happened. Because there's so many people that want in. There's so many people that, like me, think that this is going to go to the moon. Investment could be the head. Again, virtual reality, in my opinion, is going to be $1 trillion industry, and this is going to be the forefront of it. It's going to take market share. That's why I'm all in on this. Moving on to Shane's next announcement. Dear Earth 2 users, we have convened an emergency meeting with some of the Earth 2 team members to review the launch and have taken preliminary look at the purchases. It seems most purchases are in fact legitimate, though if we find any bots, they will still be reversed in the near future. To summarize, we realize having a long countdown to the release of a country without certain rules in place did not work well. There were simply too many users all over the world waiting to buy at the same second, which crashed our systems with massive power throughput. If we do another big countdown, it's not going to work, and we want to avoid this situation again. The team has now made a decision to open up the UAE. Again, this is last night's message. In about 15 minutes time, no big countdowns. I'm assuming that's what they'll do for the next one. They'll just have, we'll get an email or notification the night before saying like, hey, it's going on this, and that's what they'll do. Hopefully this will keep things online longer. We sold over 1.66 million tiles during 2 minutes over the 2 brief periods we were live. That is a very large volume for most systems. Yeah, that's a lot of volume. We will be announcing another key country countdown over the next couple weeks. This time, we will have a fixed price for 24 hours and some additional rules to avoid the same results we had here today, and we are considering some perks for existing user accounts that missed out purchases today. There are also big things coming with Essence and EPLs, the beginning of Phase 2, and the Easter egg hunt, which will start off in style. Ooh, yeah, I had to react on that. So breaking that down a little bit, you're going to have, like I said, I think they're going to do the Comic-Con thing type of place. And when they said that they're going to have a fixed price for 24 hours, I think that means, I don't know what that means. Are they going to only have it at 10 cents or 20 cents a tile for 24 hours and then it's over? Or maybe they're going to give you a thing like, okay, you are Randy Chavez, click here to show that you bought what you want, and then you can't buy anything in this country again for 24 hours. Yeah, I'd be fine with that. Now, that doesn't mean that you can't sell. So if I buy something and then, let's say, Aria Realty buys something next to me, okay, can I buy that from you? Sure. I don't think that means that we won't be able to buy off the marketplace. I think that just means we'll have to, we can't go in and buy again until after that. So after that, that was the last thing that he had written. Sorry for the semi-longish video, but there's a lot to go over. Like I said, I'm still very bullish. I think they did the best that they can. In hindsight, Vision 2020, very easy to sit up on a high horse and say like, oh yeah, anyone could tell them that this was coming. And okay, yeah, to that credit, many of us told them like, hey, you really get some more servers, get them up there. But at the same time, up until it started, everything was fine. The servers were fine. They were loaded, but they were fine. And then as soon as everything started, quadrupled. Everyone that was on there times 4, and then that's when it crashed. So, but up until that, everything was fine. It could have gone off relatively without a hitch. That's something that it could have happened, and at that point, I don't know. Maybe these people would find something else to cry about. I don't know. But outside of that, I'm just being open, transparent with you guys with the properties that I got. I'm not selling. Someone tried to ask, hey, what would you take for it? I was like, listen, because, by the way, it's not going to be Chavez Tovia 2.0, just because I have 2 750 plots right next to each other, one of which is on land, the other which is in the water. And why I did that is because they were still cheap, it's right next to each other, And I did that because that's going to be more essence that I can have, more resources, more essence. I'm getting cheap tiles that way. But yeah, the rest is going to be done in Chaveztopia. I spent about $990. So I have spent $990 in Chaveztopia. And I'll let you guys know within the next month of that 4-figure giveaway. Homie, that. I love you guys. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Comments are good for the YouTube algorithm. Everyone say bye-bye, Dashi, bye-bye, Dashi. I love you guys. Bye. Excuse me.